Alright, circuit breakers are all in. Fuel selector is on both. I'll take the keys. Electrical switches are off. Good, and the brakes are set. Turn on our, not strobes, beacon mixture. Set for altitude. Carburetor heat is off. Engine seemed pretty warm. I'll do 4 strokes. That plane has a fuel pump, so you don't have to do this.
Yeah, I got you.
Which is real nice. Okay, throttle open 1/8 of an inch. Turn on the master switch. Go down the airplane. Clear prop! Hey guys, can you hear me?
Driggs Reed Memorial Airport. Automated weather observation. 1634 Zulu. Wind 170 at 08. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 21 Celsius. Dew point 07 Celsius. Altimeter 3030.
Alrighty, we guys are ready to go. Are you guys ready to go?
Let's do it.
Alright, we're going to be taxiing down to the long runway. Well, same runway, but that end of the runway, so it's a bit of a distance, so it'll take a little bit.
Got
Driggs traffic, Skok November 8089er Echo at Teton Aviation Ramp, taxiing runway 22 Driggs.
Driggs traffic, Clinton Anza 261 Bravo. We're 34 miles south-south of the field, inbound, and for a full stop landing, maintaining 10,500.
Well, radios seem to work.
Yep.
89er Echo, Driggs Unicom, winds are 170 at 09er, altimeter 3030. Enjoy your flight.
Copy, thank you, you too. You too, she's not flying, I'm an idiot.
It's okay. We all know you're an idiot.
Yeah. And what do you guys want to go do today? You want to, like, go fly around up there a little bit, or just fly around in general? Do you want to see some maneuvers? Like, what are you looking for? Like stalls, steep turns? The world is your oyster.
I guess take us over there for a little bit to see some cool stuff, and then maybe come back around here and do a couple maneuvers.
Alright. Where's that windsock? Come on, plane.
The wind's blowing toward us. Yeah.
I just want to line up with the wind, otherwise the plane wiggles a lot during the run-up, and that's uncomfortable.
Gotcha.
Alrighty, let's see here before takeoff.
Well, it'd be easier if I could just put my feet on the rudders and let you...
Well, I mean, you can move them close to the rudders. They only move back about that far.
Oh, yeah, and that solves the problem.
Don't let your feet touch them.
Well, my feet are on them, but...
Well, then, like, put your feet flat on the floor with your toes towards them. That's the best way to make sure you don't block anything.
Driggs traffic, Clinton Anza 261 Bravo is 15. That's 15 miles southwest of the field. Descending now to make a right midfield downwind for runway 22, full stop Driggs.
Okay, circuit breakers are in, radios are set. Go ahead and set this for Driggs. Way we've always got a distance from Driggs going on. Turn on our landing lights and strobe lights. You guys can just double check your seatbelts, make sure they're secure. Not gonna go anywhere. Tighten mine actually a little bit. I got it. It's good.
Clinton Anza 261 Bravo, now 10 miles southwest.
Well, to secure
of the field.
transponder is on
out to the northwest to join a midfield. Right downwind, runway 22, full stop Driggs.
Friction lock is good. Alright, we're going to do our departure brief now. So, just so you guys know, we're taking off runway 22. We'll be heading out that a ways once we're done. Our runway length is about 7,000 feet. We should be taking off within about 2,000 feet of that. If we're going to be doing touch and goes or something like that, we're going to want 4,000 feet of runway remaining, or we're going to taxi back and try again because we went too far down the runway. All right, for emergencies, if we develop any abnormalities while we're rolling down the runway, I'm just gonna stop the plane on the runway, maybe take a taxiway, whatever's going on. If we've just lifted off, I'll also just touch back down. If we have at least 2,000 feet of runway remaining, come to a stop on the runway. If we have an engine failure or something like that below 1,000 feet, going to pitch for 70 knots, which is our best glide speed, and we're going to end up landing straight ahead in a field or something like that, taking only slight banks to avoid obstructions. And if we're above 1,000, I'll pitch for 70, but we'll turn around and land on the runway instead. So, like I said about the sterile cockpit, just make sure when we're around the airport there are no unnecessary communications now that we're getting ready to take off. And we should be good. Get out of here pretty quick. Have a check final.
He did say he was banking downward to
He
land right.
was going for a downwind, yes, but he's not there yet.
Hendrix traffic, twin Bonanza 261 Bravo. We're now 6 miles southwest of the field, swinging out to the west to join a midfield right downwind runway 22. Full stop, Drix.
Drix traffic, Skok 89er Echoes taking off runway 22 with a northbound crosswind departure, Drix. Alrighty, go ahead and make sure your feet are away from the rudders again, just double checking. I'm making sure my feet are off the brakes. Gonna get out here, center up on the center line, then we'll get going. Alrighty, centered up. Full power, engine instruments in the green, airspeed's coming up.
Drix traffic, twin Bonanza 261 Bravo, now 5 miles west of the field, descending through 9,000. We're going to come back in and join our right midfield downwind for runway 22, Drix.
Ow. A little bit bumpy today.
Drix traffic, Piper 4699 Romeo, 20 miles north at 10,500, inbound to land, runway 22, Drix traffic.
And Drix traffic, twin Bonanza 261 Bravo. We're now headed, turning back into the field to join a right midfield downwind runway 22. So we have full stop, Drix.
I've got eyes on him. Can you see him? He's right there.
Yep.
Drix traffic, this is Skyhawk 736 Foxtrot Charlie at T-10 Aviation, taxiing to runway 22, Drix traffic.
By the way, if at any point either of you feel airsick, let me know immediately so we can head back and land, because throwing up in a plane is not fun.
Bravo preparing to turn a right midfield downwind, runway 22, full stop, Drix.
Drix traffic, Skok 89er Echoes off the right, crosswind 22 northbound, 1.5 miles west of the field. Traffic in sight.
Roger, thank you, sir. Drix traffic, twin Bonanza 261 Bravo, now turning right midfield downwind, runway 22.
So he's right there.
Drix traffic,
I'm blocked by my vent.
Delta Hotel
Yeah.
6. To the south at 10,000, transitioning up the Yellowstone. Drix will be transitioning to the south of the airport about 2 miles at 10,000. Alright, we're far enough away from the airfield. If you want to talk about stuff, feel free.
Little hummies.
Huh?
Little hummies.
Cute.
Y'all are crazy.
You can still see the little cow's tails wagging.
I'm not sure if my eyesight's that good.
Drix traffic, twin Bonanza 261 Bravo, turning right base, runway 22, full stop, Drix.
Turks traffic, Skylark 89 Echo is 4 miles to the north of the field, 8,000 feet for 12,500 Driggs.
Turks traffic, 307 Juliet Hotel, Grand Target East southbound 12,000.
That's Jeff.
That's Jeff Brown?
No. The Jeff who flies is a co-pilot for Greg.
Oh, okay.
That Jeff. He's in 307 Juliet Hotel doing a scenic right now.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Turks traffic, Skyline 428 Delta is 20 to the north, 8,500, landing Driggs.
I mean, he got the important information.
So does aviation have boomers like everything else that just kind of do it their own way?
Oh yeah, there's a guy yesterday who showed up and his call sign was Red Husky. There's 307.
Yes, sir.
And 89 Echo direct 307 Juliet Hotel. Are you guys going to be staying at about 12,000?
7 Juliet Hotel, affirmative, we're over Darby Canyon this time southbound.
Copy that. We had you in sight, opposite direction, about 2,000 feet below you. We're going to go up to 11.5.
7 Juliet Hotel, thanks, I'm looking for you. I got several targets on the scope.
Copy that. Several targets on the fish finder.
Yep. Question. Would one of those bass hunter things work fitted to a plane to find things below you?
Well, they work by sonar, so I doubt it. Unless it was real human outside.
Hey man, in the south you could wear the air. So if you put both your hands on here, I could like control it.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Do you want to fly? You can hold the controls. Just, you know, look outside, keep about that attitude. I'll keep an eye on stuff.
Okay.
Just don't accidentally press your push-to-talk button with your fat thumbs.
Make them just listen to our conversation.
Yeah. Well, they'd only hear your side, and you wouldn't be able to hear me. It cuts off all the audio except your own return audio when you press that.
They'd be like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, pretty much. We're just gonna fly along the mountains here.
Not go over them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because we're a little low to be going over them.
Yeah.
And if you look here, you can see we're doing about 80 knots, and that's right where we want to be. So at full power, you just control that with your nose attitude. So if we get a little slow, you just let the nose drop a little bit. If we get a little fast, you just pull up a little bit.
Okay.
15 to the north, 8,500, landing Driggs.
That's when the door flies open and I'm sucked out.
I don't think you'd get sucked out. We're not going quite that fast. I mean, we're only going like interstate speed right now.
That's fair. See, Elvis, for $20,000 plus another 40 in training, I could,
40 in training? It only cost me like $9,000 to get my license. Come on.
So for $30,000, here's the plan. When we get our land, we'll put a small grass airstrip on it. We'll get one of these and a little avgas truck. And we can just fly from our house to Jackson. And since we work there, we'll get the fees waived.
No, you won't.
I think you're a little ambitious there, bud.
And Driggs traffic, 307 Juliet Hotel, eastbound over Teton Pass at 1,500.
Teton Pass?
Yeah.
How'd he get over there?
Yeah, I thought he was going to...
I think he got confused. I think he's still over the canyon here. There's no way he just yeeted himself all the way to Teton Pass that quickly. Well, you know, maybe he did. I guess he's in a 208. He probably hauls ass compared to us.
Someone could have gotten airsick and he's like, you know...
Well, I think he'd land at Driggs. Be like, you better not throw up in my fucking plane. They don't have any landing fees or anything, so...
Traffic, Skyline 428 Delta is 10 to the north, out at 8,500. Be entering right downwind on the 45 for 22 Driggs.
What's this up here? Is that Targi?
Yes.
Okay.
I've
never been there, so I don't...
It's pretty fucking cool slow.
I can imagine. I mean, just looking at it, it looks pretty cool. I've just never gone there because, well, I'd have to drive all the way over here to go there.
Yeah.
That just ain't gonna happen.
It looks a lot more mild.
No, it is much worse than Snow King. It's much worse than the Alpine slope on Snow King.
Damn it.
Drake traffic, Piper 4699 Romeo, turning final, runway 22, full stop, Drake traffic.
So are we at 8,700 right now?
No, so that's the thousands, so we're at 10,700.
Oh, okay. I thought
And
the
you see, this
one
is the
was
tens
10.
of thousands, this big one here. That's a bit over 10.
Yeah, so I thought the little hand indicated the thousand.
This is hundreds, this is thousands, and that's tens of thousands.
Gotcha.
So you see, that's above 1, so we know we're above 10,000.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Want to do a wing dip?
Just did.
Deep dab?
A deep dab. Trix traffic, Skyhawk 89er Echo is about 6 miles to the northeast of the field, northwestbound at 11,000 feet for 11,500 Drix.
Trix traffic, Skyline 428 Delta is entering right downwind for runway 22, Trix.
I feel like he was here yesterday and he had the widest traffic pattern I've ever seen.
Really?
Runway 22,
Yeah.
staying in the pattern, Drake traffic.
It's okay, he's just an old boomer. Red Husky.
Can you get me some boomer music, please? Alrighty, Elvis, I just wanted to ask you, how comfortable are you with flying?
Pretty comfortable.
Pretty comfortable? Okay. Yeah, so what I was gonna say, Elvis, is I know Eli wants to do like some steep turns or something, and I just want to make sure you're comfortable with that.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay. Do you feel powerful?
No, but this is pretty fucking cool, Hunter.
Yeah. Well, if you want, we can try a little turn here or there. You just want to drop the nose a little bit so that we're level, because that's about your level attitude right there if you just look outside.
Okay.
And then if you want, go ahead and put your feet on the rudder pedals, just gently, right? And if you want, just give them a little push, feel how the plane reacts, right? You're not going to do anything bad, so just feel free to give like a little bit of rudder there, a little bit of rudder there, right? All right, and so
6 miles to the north-northwest, we'll cross runway 22 midfield and enter the right downwind.
there's a plane right there. I don't know who that is. Not sure which one. Anyway, so if we wanted to do a turn, you're just going to bank to about there. That's about 30 degrees.
Okay.
Right? And then you're going to press the rudder until it feels right, like you're sitting in your seat, and that bead will be centered when you do that, right?
Okay.
So feel free to start whenever you're ready. I'll keep an eye on you. Add a little bit of power because air's thin up here. And add a little bit of rudder.
For a right
A little bit of right rudder.
Doing a 360 over
Pull the nose up.
western side.
There you go. Keep that bank in. You're making a nice normal turn right here. This is how pretty much all turns are done. Bring the nose up a little bit more. Just because we're descending a little bit. You can descend in a turn and all that. Then let's try one to the left. This time you'll be adding left rudder, and you don't have to add much because it naturally tends to turn to the left. You want to bank a little bit more. Don't be afraid to bank. You're not going to go too far. I won't let you. And just let the nose drop a little bit. You don't have to pull back quite as hard. See, you're doing a nice standard turn. Not a standard rate turn, but a nice normal turn. 30 degrees. And then go ahead and add some right rudder and level out. There you go. Just did a couple turns in an airplane. A couple clearing turns, in fact, but I'm not going to use them as clearing turns.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gas.
Traffic Columbia 1444 November is now oriented correctly, and I'm entering the 45 for a right downwind for runway 22, Driggs.
Well, you know, he recognized the mistake there.
So what's the minimum recoverable distance for like a flat spin in one of these?
Ooh, I don't know for a flat spin. I'm not sure if you can get one of these to do a flat spin. Like, making them do a spin is difficult. Like, I've never done it, obviously, but from what I've seen, you have to haul on the rudder and everything and do full control movements, and it's like one of the instructors was saying, like, you can't even get it to do it to the left. Like, you can't get it to do it to the right. He's like, you can do left spins, but right spins, it's just like, no. He's like, you'll just hit it and it'll just keep flying in this idiot orientation.
We're mile and a half, final 22, touch good.
What time? Oh, we got 50 minutes. We're good. Plenty of time.
Plenty of fuel?
Yeah, plenty of fuel. We've got enough fuel to fly to Pocatello and back.
I see.
Yeah, we burn about, 8 gallons an hour if we're being realistic, and we have 30 gallons of fuel, so
Okay.
we're pretty good.
Drake traffic, Columbia 44 November is turning right for final for runway 22.
Look, Elvis, you can see all the harvester combine tracks through that field.
Eli's like, man, I really want to farm.
Eli's wet.
Eli's dream is to farm like his ancestors before him. Alright.
Drake traffic, Columbia 44 November is on about a 1 mile final for runway 22.
So I'm going to do what's called a clearing turn here before we do any maneuvers, so that I can make sure there's no other aircraft in our area that aren't on the radio or something like that. And so that's going to be a 180-degree turn to the right, where we're just going to be looking outside and looking for airplanes.
So why doesn't the wind turn the wheels when we're in the air?
Because I think they have a little bit of, like, they're just too stiff. They stop moving shortly after takeoff.
Yeah, so do you think it's like an automatic braking system that kicks in?
No, that's way too fancy for this thing.
Downwind on 22790 Fox.
Jerks traffic, Scott 89er Echo is 13.5 miles to the north at 9,000 feet. We're going to be maneuvering, Driggs. Alright, so we're going to be starting a steep turn here. You're going to be feeling about 3G, something like that, which isn't very much, but, you know, you don't experience that anywhere except roller coasters, so.
He is 15 miles inbound.
Okay, just going to double check everything.
Turn it right, down,
That's it.
Driggs air traffic. And Driggs traffic, 6 o'clock trailer is right down, 122, touching good.
And 790 Fox, turning base, right base, runway 22, full stop, Drake.
Traffic, Columbia is clear the access.
Yeah, that was pretty good for me, actually. Normally I drop like 300 feet in a steep turn. Now to complete that, we're going to do one to the left.
Copy. So like in one of these, you couldn't do loop-to-loop like other planes do?
And Driggs traffic, 790.
I don't think so, because the engine is fed with gravity for the fuel, so doing
You'd have
something
to have
like that,
injectors.
you want to make sure it's whatever maneuvers you're doing are at least 1G.
Okay.
So you could theoretically do a barrel roll, but I don't think you have enough power for that, and that is certainly not a rated maneuver in this aircraft.
Yeah, I think I'll pass.
Yeah, I think that goes as acrobatics. And as you read,
No acrobatics.
And we're not even in utility, we're in normal category. So we do our stalls in the landing configuration because that's practice for if you were landing the plane and you forgot to fly the plane, which is good practice because that's normally when stuff like that happens. And so what we're going to be doing is a power off stall straight ahead. And in order to do that, we got to slow down and get in the landing configuration, which is with our flaps out and everything. Once we're in the green arc, we can start putting flaps out, or the white arc on here. And so we're just going to maintain altitude as we slow down and put in flaps. And we're going to be aiming for a 65 knot descent at our start here.
Right base, turn final.
And we're just going to pull the power out as if we're like going to make the runway and then go, oh wait, I need to be higher. We're going to pull the nose up and try to maintain altitude with no power. That'll quickly go awry.
Wow, that's
What is that?
That's a stall horn. That's what it's for, right?
Yep.
Then we're going to keep her level, immediately take out 10 degrees of flaps, try and recover our airspeed. Get up to about 60 knots, I'm going to bring it down to 10. We're going to slowly get back into a climb attitude, because if this happens to you on final, you're going around and trying again.
What were you gonna say, Elvis?
That it did.
What?
It didn't feel very dramatic, did it?
It's not like in the movies where I'm stalling, yeah.
And Driggs air traffic 6215.
No, it just didn't sound happy.
For 22, Driggs air traffic.
Move your mic closer to your mouth and speak
She said
louder.
it didn't sound happy.
Oh yeah, no.
I don't think my headset likes me, like, at all.
Here, I'll turn down the squelch a bit. Now it should be easier.
And Driggs traffic 790 Fox.
So we're just climbing back up to 9,000 here. But yeah, the important thing is to react immediately by adding power, but not like yank the nose up, because then you'll just stall again. And secondary stalls are really common in stall accidents.
Okay. Because people panic and...
Yeah, that startle of, you know, obviously if it's unplanned, you don't expect it to happen. That being said, in one of these, I don't see how you couldn't see it coming because, you know, 20 knots before you actually start stalling, the stall warning whistle starts losing its shit.
Yeah.
So if you somehow don't hear it going, ah! Then, you know. What are you doing?
Trying to get it to work.
It is working. We can hear you.
I know, but I don't know if you need to write that up, but it wasn't working for like...
No, it was just you weren't talking. So the way it works is...
No, like
this...
I couldn't even hear you through the headset. I could hear you just regular talking.
Oh.
I have to hold it like this for it to work.
Let it go?
And you can't hear us now?
No, I can't hear anything.
All right.
I mean, like I can hear you regular talking.
Try that, Jeff.
Are you sure you're not hearing it through the headset?
No, I'm not.
And Driggs traffic, one
Yeah.
whiskey.
Then I'd go ahead and try plugging it into the other side real quick.
No, I have to pull the whole fucking like thing out. Look,
Okay, we're upwind 22.
all of it's out. And now I can hear you just fine through the
I'm
headset.
not sure if it's supposed to do that. I've never sat in the back of the plane.
I think you're giving Hunter an aneurysm.
I've never sat in the back of the plane. If you want, you can try out the other sides to see if they work any differently. I don't feel like that's supposed to come out. I don't know. Try not to get distracted here, because it looks like it's screwed into me. Like it's not supposed to do that.
What do we got, 45 minutes?
About 40, yeah.
So is it an acrobatic maneuver to like do the dive kind of turn?
What?
Like
A spiral descent? Like an emergency descent?
correct.
Okay, no, it's not. So, say we suddenly caught on fire right now, you'd want to get to the ground real quick. So, you'd pull your throttle out, put the flaps down,
Oh god.
pinch the nose down pretty aggressively to get to a field. You want to get to 105 knots.
To try and put the fire out?
Yeah,
But your flaps are out past the white zone.
no, just 10. It's not past the white zone. 10 are allowed outside of that. So you'd want to maintain 105 knots and spiral down the land somewhere as fast as you could. You don't need flaps out, but you usually have them
Okay.
to try and put out the fire. Anyways, so that's all you do there.
So why can't you climb at 10 degrees?
Well, because the aircraft just doesn't have the performance for that. What I'm looking for is to pitch for 80 knots because that's our standard climb speed. And whatever angle that is depends on our altitude and how hot it is and how well the engine is performing. So generally we aim for air speeds rather than like angles.
Okay.
22, Driggs air traffic.
Does that work better for you, babe?
Yeah, way better.
Alright, so I'll let them know that the right back headset jack might be fuckered up.
It's really fuckered up.
I'd put it back in its spot.
I did put it back.
Okay.
I'll be like, if that was already known, you could have told me. I'd appreciate having my passengers be able to hear what I'm saying.
Yeah, that sucks. How much of the conversation did you miss?
I don't even know.
Alright, is there anything else you guys would like to do while we're out here?
Intercom 6215 Whiskey over.
We can do a power on stall, those are fun.
Intercom, go ahead.
Sure.
Alrighty, so power on stall, let me just review what that is in my head. So that's in the takeoff configuration to simulate you pulling back too far while taking off. And so you let your plane slow down to about 60 knots, and then you add almost full power. You have quite a bit of power in there. And then you just pull the nose up until you stall.
Okay.
Which is interesting. So we're going to go ahead and get slowed down here. Maintain altitude to slow down.
Charlie, right crosswind, runway 22, trade traffic.
Takes a while to slow down. Then we're gonna add power. Up to like, say 2000 RPM. Then bring that nose up to like 10 degrees.
Gulf Mike is 14 miles south of the field, descending through 11,300.
Yeah, so you'd have to ignore the stall horn.
Right downwind for runway 22.
That's what it feels like. Then you gotta level out and accelerate, but not lose altitude because, you're taking off, you're low to the ground.
Yep.
So right now I'm just level and accelerating back to 80 knots because that's our climb speed. Then we'll start to climb back out.
What does avoid slips with flaps mean?
Avoid slips. So, well, I can show you what a slip is. A slip is a way to get down quicker.
Yeah.
So, say you're doing an emergency descent, or rather you're making an emergency landing and you're going to overshoot the field you chose.
Yeah.
That's bad. You don't want to overshoot where you chose because then you're going to have to land somewhere that's less ideal. So, a forward slip is where you add in a lot of rudder and a lot of opposite aileron to create a shitload of drag.
Oh, I know what you're talking about because we do that in War Thunder to land on carriers with the zeros.
Yeah, I'll show you one right here. We'll descend like 500 feet in a slip or something like that.
Okay, let's do it.
So we'll do it without flaps. We'll get down to like 70 knots.
Well, yeah, it says don't use flaps.
Yeah, I know. But you can do it with like 10 degrees of flaps. Trust me, I'm a pilot. Gonna get slowed down a little bit here. And then, so say we're on a landing approach and we're gonna overshoot our landing. We can do this to descend faster. So you can see our descent rate is fucking ridiculous right now, but we're not speeding up very much.
Yeah, we're slowing down.
So you have to drop the nose a bit, but that allows you to descend really fast. And it's super useful. You have to demonstrate it during your check ride.
Okay. So does your first ride usually consist of the instructor just doing everything and showing you?
No, she only did the takeoff and landing. I did literally everything else. And for the intro flight, we just flew around a little bit. She told me how to do turns like I was telling you, and then just flew around for like 30 minutes and came back, just to be like, are you comfortable with flying? Because a lot of people, they've never been in a small plane. It's nice to go up and see, like, is this horrifying?
Yeah. Just to see if you like it. So do you need to know what all this does?
Yeah, none of this is required equipment except the radios. Even the radios aren't really required equipment, but for your private, they're required. Because there's no way you could pass your check ride without using radios. But, like, learning how to use the GPS is really useful. For example, they have, right here, if we go direct, I think...
If you, say, wanted to go to KJAC.
Well, I could type that in, yeah. So if I wanted to go to KJAC, type in, yep, knows where that is. So it'll give me a straight line there, which is about our course, would go straight to the airport. Of course, there's mountains in the way, so that's not super useful. But you can maneuver to all sorts of waypoints and stuff like that.
I always thought, I don't get how there's in-air collisions, but I could see how you could get distracted, like looking at instruments or something.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Distraction is a major issue, because like a big part of my flight training was mostly my instructor just saying, hey, eyes out here, stop looking at this stuff, look out here.
Yeah.
Because when you're flying VFR, most of what you're doing is just looking at the attitude of the airplane. You don't need to look at your instruments if you know where you're going. That's the idea anyway. So you can see, like if we want to tune Drig's frequency in, which we already have, I'll remember how to, oh yeah, you see it put it in right there.
Yep.
So, let me put in, and then you can, god damn it.
So we're not on Drig's frequency then.
We are, that's this one. So this is COM 1, this is COM 2. So that's the AWAS, that's the weather right there. And then you can switch it between weather and 1229, or the emergency frequency. So that's COM 2 we're listening to now.
Driggs Reed Memorial.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then COM 1, you have two frequencies and you can switch between them. Here it's not doing anything, but like if you look at the VOR, that frequency, when you press that, it switches the top and bottom. So you tune this bottom one, then you can switch the top one.
Okay, so if you hit the K-Jack one, it would switch us over to K-Jack frequency?
It would put it right there, and then I could press that to switch to it.
So do it.
No, we won't be able to hear anything.
Just because of the mountains?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Are we
What?
Are we landing soon?
Yeah, are you feeling sick or anything like that? Okay, we'll make this one a full stop then. That's good. We don't want anybody to feel sick in the airplane.
Yeah, that's not fun. If you could own any single engine avgas plane, what would it be?
An F4U.
Sorry, let me rephrase that. Any single engine common consumer plane.
I don't know. Skyhawks are nice. Like Keaton's plane. I want a 182 or something like that because they're just really good performing aircraft.
I think I'd rather have a Husky.
Alrighty. So we're getting pretty close to the airport if we just want to go back to having a sterile cockpit here. So you can see the other training aircraft taking off there.
682 Tango, right downwind, runway 22, Driggs.
See him too.
Yeah, crowded airspace.
Not too, it's just he's kind of in an annoying place right now. Going kind of slow. We're gonna follow him in.
Driggs traffic, Skyline 82 Tango, turning right. Base, runway 22, Driggs.
Okay, that other plane's coming right behind you.
Yep. Driggs traffic 89 Echo is right downwind 22 full stop Driggs traffic in sight. I'm gonna try and slow down here a little bit.
One Mike Hotel making a midfield entry to the helipad at the north end of, let's see, southwest end of 22, being a factor of the fixed-wing traffic, Driggs.
We're gonna have to extend our downwind here because of that guy.
That guy is not giving a shit.
Driggs traffic to Sky 736 Foxtrot Charlie, you're right cross the runway 22, Driggs traffic.
It's gonna take a while to roll out. Alrighty. Driggs traffic 89 Echo is turning right base 22 full stop Driggs.
Driggs Unicom, you read helicopter 1 Mike Hotel.
Affirmative.
You still parking helicopters down here at the south end?
Copy.
Someone come pick us up, 4 passengers.
I was talking to the Unicom. Oh, sorry, I thought this isn't Unicom. Let's get those 20.
Driggs Unicom, go ahead.
We're gonna have to extend down the runway quite a bit here because he's still on there.
Is it possible someone come pick up 4 passengers?
Copy that, we'll send someone over.
Driggs traffic, 89er Echoes, final 22, full stop, Driggs. Oop, there's a bird. Wind's calm. That's good.
Traffic, that's 30 Mike, moving towards you. Drake traffic is 736 Foxtrot Charlie, right down runway 22, Drake traffic.
Driggs traffic, Scott, 89er Echoes, going around runway 22. Unfortunately, he's taking his fucking time getting down the runway here.
Yeah, I noticed. So was that kind of a touch and go? I mean, you didn't actually touch, but...
No, we didn't touch the ground, so it don't count.
Drake traffic, this Skyhawk 7.
Wow, they got a lot of traffic in.
Right base, runway 22, Drake traffic.
Sorry, I just need to hear what he's doing.
I know.
Driggs traffic, Scott, 89er Echoes, right downwind 22, full stop, Driggs. I keep hitting my GoPro on the ceiling.
Out!
Alrighty, if you guys could check your seatbelts, make sure they're all secure and everything real quick. Oh, rudder heat's gonna be on, alright. That's a touch and go. I don't know why that plane's still holding short.
Traffic, I'm sorry, Golf Mike is taking 22 for a straight out departure, Drake.
It's a little bumpy this fine morning, afternoon time.
That's okay.
You got off the ground quick. Ooh. A little bit of a wing drop there.
Drake traffic, 36 Foxtrot Charlie, right crosswind, runway 22, Drake traffic.
Driggs traffic, 89 Echoes, short final, 22 full stop, Driggs. Bounce a little bit. Flaps up. Car feet's off.
Good job.
You can go ahead and open your window if you like to. It's a little warm. We try to haul back on that nose wheel because it's got a shimmy.
Oh, does it?
Uh-huh. It's had it for a long time, too.
It's departing the pattern off a right crosswind of 22, Drake traffic.
That's the nose wheel making that noise.
Yeah, I just noticed the landing gear was going back and forth.
Yeah, they're wiggly and shitty.
That's okay. It's no 1175 kilo.
No. It's not. Don't even got cowlings or anything. Out of that fancy crap.
I mean, it is like a $100,000 plane.
Probably more.
True.
And Driggs traffic, 89 Echoes clear of 22 at Delta, taxiing to Teton Aviation ramp Driggs. Just get clear here, do our after landing checklist. Elvis, how you feeling?
Not good.
Not good? Is that what you said?
Yep.
Alright.
Here comes our dinky piece of shit av gas truck. Well done.
Well, you know, my flight instructor was very particular about making sure we parked with the nose wheel straight. There we go, shut down, avionics power off.